Well, hey YouTube, it's Chris McKee again with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com, and don't forget to subscribe so you get notification of the latest videos that we put out. So this is a really cool Martin guitar that I have in my lap that we're going to be talking about today. Now Martin makes a number of different guitar models and different lines in their guitar, and this happens to come from the Marquis line. And as it sounds, it's kind of the top range. So in the Marquis line, you're going to find their selection of authentics and like the Eric Clapton signature model and so forth. So basically the best models that Martin puts out in their factory, whether it be something that's built just like they did it back in 1930 some odd, or just very vintage inspired. And that's what we have today. So this is a Martin 0028 VS. And the V stands for vintage and the S stands for slotted. So it's a slotted headstock, 12 fret neck, 000 body. Now, if it looks a little different, and you say, maybe that looks like a 00 body, here's the thing. Anytime you have a 12 fret design or 12 fret sized guitar from Martin, it's going to have a sloped shoulder. So if you ever see a 12 fret dreadnought, they're kind of few and far between. Those have a sloped shoulder design, not as squared off. Same is true for a 00 or a 000 body, or an OM if they made one in a long scale that was a sloped shoulder. So this is the 0028 of yesteryear, if you will, reproduced for us here in the 21st century. And it's a wonderful guitar. It's actually probably one of the favorite Martins that we have here in our shop. And given the amount of guitars that I have the privilege of playing on a regular basis, it's pretty phenomenal. Let's go over some of the specs. We'll give a listen to so you can hear what this little beauty sounds like. It's, like I said, it's a 000 body but sloped shoulder. It's a 12 fret neck, which means that the neck joins the body at the 12th fret and the bridge comes down a little bit lower here. So the point at which it's vibrating in relation to the overall body is a little bit different. Bracing on this is 5/16 bracing with 1/4 inch tone bars. So it's got 1/4 inch size tone bars along the side, kind of combining the top and the back and the side together, better one piece. The 5/16 Sitka bracing is scalloped bracing. We've got a Sitka spruce top here, rosewood back and sides with a beautiful zigzag inlay on the back. Ivoroid binding with fine herringbone trim. It's got the older pyramid style ebony bridge with a drop-in bone saddle. We've also got a bone nut up here on top of the V-shaped mahogany neck. Like I said, it's a slotted headstock with a rosewood overlay and their vintage logo. Open back, butterbean, or open side in this case, butterbean tuners. And an ebony fingerboard with the diamond and square inlays. This is the short pattern that's up here, as you would typically see in the golden era guitars from the 30s. The nut is also bone, and it is 1 13/16. So it's a very wide nut. It's almost kind of approaching classical guitar 2-inch spacing. So you've got a lot of room on here if you are into finger picking, and the guitar kind of excels at that. Some other nice little features in addition to the herringbone and the trim back here. You've got the hand-carved volute, which harkens back to Martin's early design. So for those of you who don't know, they carve this by hand in the neck there in the factory in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. But the reason for it is way back when, the necks and the headstocks were actually two pieces that were joined together at a joint, kind of a scarf joint, and that volute was part of that joint going up in order to strengthen that joint, and it's just really pretty, and so they continue to do it as a nice hallmark to harken back to those olden days guitars. So, beautiful little guitar, really big sound that comes out of it, and the combination of the rosewood and the spruce gives you this nice strong bass, strong high notes with a scooped mid-range. So we're going to put it through its paces so you can get an idea of what it sounds like. Let's take a look. If you have any questions about this guitar or anything else from Martin, Taylor, Gibson, what have you, give us a call and we'll be glad to talk to you. It's our desire to help you discover music in your life. Thanks for watching.